Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about tonight is, I'm going to be honest, frankly disgusting. I'm about to show you what the media has lined up to assault on our gun rights within 12 hours of a national tragedy, because there's no time like the present to push for gun control, even if you have to manipulate and lie in what you put forward. Everything is going to be linked in the description box below, and this is why we fight every single day, because this is not only disgusting, it's also manipulative and straight out of a deceit. Whew. All right, everything is linked in the description box below, as I mentioned, and if you are new or you are a returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and making sure you turn the notification bell on. We need as many people as we can to get into the fold, to pass the blessing on to the next generation, and thank you so much in advance for your consideration. But my brothers and sisters, what I'm about to show you is something that I don't like to do. I don't like to go near these moments of tragedy because, frankly, I think it's disrespectful. I think it's disgusting to politicize such levels of tragedy for your own personal gain. That doesn't stop the media, the gun controllers, and the left, so I have to counter this way sooner than I would like to, because normally I like to wait until at least a 24-hour span for respect of the incident that occurred. The hearts and prayers of my entire family and everyone that I know are going out to everyone in Kentucky. But let me show you what the media is using as a time to really propagate their gun control through manipulation. Check this out. All right, so right off the gate, I'm just going to go through my personal favorites here. First thing that they hit, Kentucky is a constitutional carry state, one of 26 in the nation. That has nothing to do with anything of what we're talking about at all. The tragedy that just occurred in Kentucky had nothing to do with constitutional carry, had nothing to do with anything of that nature. This is something completely separate, but we should probably bring up constitutional carry. Now, the next one here, this is one of the buzzwords that they really like to hit, and again, I might get a little spicy because this is really disrespectful and gross. The state removed provisions that mandated gun owners pass a background check if they concealed carry their weapon. That's because the background check had already happened at the time of purchase. Notice how they didn't say that there when they're assailing the constitutional carry movement, of which is a natural right of every single citizen in the United States. They don't mention the fact that the background check had already happened when they bought the gun. No. They got to highlight the fact that the background check didn't happen for the second time for the same person when they're constitutionally carrying a gun. Interesting how that works out. And then the last thing here, because you got to work in the word license, because a license is literally just permission from the government for your rights. It's kind of like having a license to say what you want to say. First Amendment. Anyway, let's keep going. Most adults over 21 can purchase and carry a firearm without any license. Do you need a license to purchase a firearm? Because according to the Constitution that you don't. Now, if you're talking about, I don't know, like Illinois, where you have to have an actual FOID card to even purchase a firearm. North Carolina just repealed the pistol permit requirement where you had to go to a sheriff because it was a 100-year-old law in the South. You figure that one out. Have to get one man's permission in the county in order for you to have a pistol. Yeah, figured that out 100 years ago in the South. But it doesn't matter. This gate only swings one way. Let's go to the second one. Right. So now it just tells you where you can and you can't carry, because clearly someone with the direct intent of, I don't know, murder is going to go, oh, I was going to do that over there, but that law's in the way. If only they had said banks were against the law too, I wouldn't go there. The mental capacity that you have to think that you say you can't do a crime in a certain area is going to stop a criminal. It is mind-blowing to me how anyone can actually believe that's going to stop anything. It's almost like when there's gun-free zones on campuses and bad things happen. That shouldn't have happened. There was obviously a gun-free zone. Didn't they see the signs? The idea that that's a solution is comical at best. But let's keep going because, oh, this is so gross how this happened in under 24, actually under 12 hours. So they talk about schools, government buildings, police stations, and any place that serves alcohol are gun-free locations in the state. Again, talking about Kentucky. That sounds like historical text and tradition, doesn't it? Or well-known government analogs, kind of like that, like the Bruin decision. Oh, goodness gracious. Look, there it goes again. And now let's go to the next one. I kind of hit this already, but the law does not have any provisions preventing guns in several locations, such as hospitals, houses of worship, and banks. Now, notice they said houses of worship because they had to throw that one in there because North Carolina just made it okay for pastors and people in house of worship to defend themselves. Again, I question anyone watching this video. Do you honestly believe someone who is suicidal, who has homicidal tendencies, calls their family and says they're going to do something is going to go, but not here, 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 because there's a law against it? If you honestly believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you somewhere there's no bridges. Mars. It's great. It's got a beautiful view. Everything is linked in the description box below. And for the record, if I didn't say it, this is disgusting. Come on. This is really gross. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.